the Chicago Bears are adding quality depth to their 90-man roster for offseason camp, 90-man camp, with the signing of Nick McCloud, cornerback, who has spent about equal time at slot, at nickel, and on the outside. So it'll be interesting to see how the Bears use him, but I see him as a piece that the Bears are bringing in to compete in camp. So here's your update. This isn't 53 minutes ago. I screenshotted these when I first saw them and had to wait till my lunch break to be able to bring this to you guys. But according to San Francisco 49ers, Nick McCloud is signing with the Bears. And then according to his agent, and Aaron Wilson brought this forward, and then other people, it's been reported a lot now if you're looking on Twitter. But Forever Athlete Management, who is his agency, reported this, signed 25 Chicago Bears. Congratulations to our client, Nick McCloud, on signing with the Chicago Bears. Bear down. So, as we always do, here is our little tidbit, our screenshot we give of him. I think he plays really well when I watch the highlights, but if you look for any highlights, I didn't include any here because they're not good. They're about him getting beat. But he was, if you go look hard enough, you'll see last year in New York Giants fall camp, the same thing, off-season, he was a practice hero. Lots of pass breakups, interceptions in practice, so they were very hyped about him. Coming off a decent season, probably his best season in 2023. So this is at defense, cornerback / nickel. You can see he's played 502 career snaps. This is season, not preseason, so season games in the slot or the box, nickel primarily, and 585 career snaps on the outside, so as an outside cornerback. So split pretty evenly between the two. We'll see how the Bears want to use him. But in 2023, he was coming off arguably his best year. 74.8 defensive grade, 80.7 coverage grade, NFL pass rating only 83.9. Then the Giants, you can see he was undrafted free agent to the Bills in 21. Then the Bengals picked him up in 2021. Then the Bills never played with the Bills. They signed him, but he never played with the Bills after the Bengals cut him. And then the Giants picked him up from 22 to 24. At the trade deadline in November of 2024, the Giants went ahead and released him. The Niners picked him up immediately, put him on their practice squad, and then elevated him within 2 weeks. So they liked what they saw in him, but he didn't quite fruition at the Niners. So now we're giving him a shot. And that's why I see him as a camp body, someone to come in and compete. As we know, we did not sign Jalen Jones. He ended up getting signed by the Cardinals. So we need a quality cornerback. I kind of think we'll still draft one in the draft late round, probably 7th rounder. There's some good options there. We'll see what happens. But you see, he comes off that best year, 83.9. Only allowed 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 1 pass breakup. Then this last year, not good. 158.3 is the highest possible NFL passer rating you can give up. But to remind people, Elijah Hicks had a 158.3 in 2023 as well, and then turned it around and had one of the best seasons by any backup safety in the league. So I think there's good potential with these guys that have shown good stuff. But if you look at the film on him, the highlights from the season, it wasn't good last year. 3 touchdowns allowed, 0 interceptions, 0 pass breakup. So this is where you bring your guy in and you try to have him compete. See if you can revitalize him a little bit. See if you can bring some of this good stuff from 2023 out, make something out of him, and see what you've got. So he's a camp body to me. So how does it look on the roster? If he's slotted in here, if you're slotted in here, we took 3 nickels to 50 or 90-man camp last year. So you could slot him in here behind Kyler and Josh Blackwell. I would think he's more of going to be outside, not in the box. He's going to be this outside guy. He'll compete here. So you can see 90-man camp. We've got Nick McCloud and Amir Speed here. You've got Jalen Johnson, Terrell Smith, and Tyreek Stevenson. And I realize most people will have Tyreek up here. I just think Terrell Smith with his man coverage will be a better fit for Dennis Allen's defense. We'll see what happens. That's not the point of this. But these guys are what we have competing so far. We took 7 corners into 90-man camp last year. This is outside corners. And so far, now with the addition of Nick McCloud, we have 5. So there will be more signings like this. We'll have more things like this happen. So then at free safety, you've got these options here as well. So this is how I see Nick McCloud as a 90-man camp roster spot who has very high upside to come in and compete and give the Bears a shot to look at him. So quick video, roster update. Bears are signing quality depth at the cornerback position in Nick McCloud, who had a decent year for the Niners, not so great with the Giants, and really good year the year before in 2023 with the Giants. So good depth option for the Bears. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Till next time, the Bears and bear down.